let me just defensively in the first half, giving up threes like we did. I want you to understand we were playing in a way because all the tape I watched was number 2, number 22, number 1 driving the ball and getting near the basket. And so what we were doing was raking. So when they came by you, you went like that. But what did that open up? 3 ball. So in the second half, we were saying, you're not playing that way, except Z when I put him in and left the guy in the corner. Second thing, couldn't get him to drive the ball. They seemed to want to shoot jump shots. Now, we were running post-ups, and again, Z, you can't have 7 turnovers and expect to play a lot. These other guys get healthy, and you're fumbling balls, and, well, then the other guy's playing. He did some stuff blocking shots and when we needed him to. But I was running him to the rim. You're not stepping out shooting threes. Get to the basket. Dew was really good. We drove the ball in the second half, which drew fouls. We talked about the lanes we're trying to take and why. We had them in the first half. Guys seemed to drive and square up and then pass the ball. Nice to have DJ back, being who he is. Making shots, making baskets. He made a big play and one when they got it close, which spread the game out. Boogie played well. I thought Billy and Carter played well. We got a ways to go. Now, I'll just leave you with this. The one thing I was really happy with, what was I angry about last game? You don't even know. Does anybody listen to what I'm saying? Say it. So one of you listens. The rest of you either don't know basketball or you're not listening to me at all. And I'm okay with both. That's fine. My wife doesn't listen to me. If I call my dog, he runs the other way, so I'm fine. You don't have to listen to me. The finish of the game. You saw how you finish a ball game now, how you're supposed to. That made me happy, that we moved it, use clock, score late in the clock, bang, do that twice, the game's over. Now it goes from 12 to whatever, and they don't have enough time and enough attempts to beat you. They have to learn all this. And so today was a good day for that. And we made threes. But you do know since Baylor, where we started 0 for 9, that after that, through this game, I think we're at 45, 46% of our threes. We're at a high number. We just, we're a little bit confused and weren't as confident as we needed to be, but they're shooting the ball better.
Just kind of a two-parter. Is there any expectation to have Trevin or Jonas back for Friday, and then just running a shorter rotation? How did you guys kind of handle that going into tonight?
Well, Billy cramped up at one point, and, I played guys too many minutes, and Z just didn't want to get it done, so I went small. We played without a center, But how we finished the game, didn't matter who was in there. We did a couple different things to finish the game. And those are more massaging the clock a little bit. You can give them 4 possessions or 9. In 4, they got to make every single shot, and we have to miss every single shot. But if you give them 8, they could beat you. And that's what these guys got to understand, and I thought they did better. But I hope we get one back, but if we don't, I don't think we can forfeit. I think we got to play the game, and if we have to, today when Carter, I think, almost dislocated his finger or might have, what if he didn't come back and we have 6? 6 happy guys. Exactly right.
The defense, the early struggles, it wasn't really due to Brazil and Adu, not being there. It wasn't second chance points or points in the paint. What did you think of just the guards and their rotation tonight and fixing that maybe moving forward?
The biggest thing was we were telling them to rake. So when you rake, he drives. You basically leave your man and rake. And then they go throw, and you can't get back to him. So I can't, like I told him, I'm not. And that was on me because we were talking about stunt and go back. But all the tape I watched, I just saw guys coming at the rim, and I said, you can't, But there are games where twos aren't going to beat you, but threes will. So second half, I thought we played somewhat better. We switched a bunch, which put DJ on their best post-up guard, but I thought he fought and did okay.
How much of a difference maker can getting to the free throw line be for your offense? Because I mean, the offense was good in the first half, but it really felt like it went to another level, and it also made the defense better when you guys were able to get easy points like that.
That, and you got to make some threes. And again, you don't have to make them all. You can't miss them all. And so we make 9. If you remember, but you probably don't, 8, 9, or 10 threes on this team means you're going to score near 90. Now let your defense do what your defense does. You make 4, like we did at Baylor, it's a 3-point game, and you have a chance, but it's hard. And then you also got to hope your defense shuts them down to give you a chance. It just makes it tough. And you're right. Free throws, 2 things. Stops the game and gives us our breath. Sometimes I don't want that because I'm trying to get to the legs of the other team. They're making all these threes. We'll do it on heavy legs. And then you start missing. So, but I agree, especially if we're making them, which we shot them pretty good. What percentage tonight was it? 80%. If it's 80% as a team, I'm happy. Keep getting fouled.
61. They were shooting about 50%. Then they missed 13 straight shots. They had a few free throws, I think 4, but you guys went on a 20-4 run. Did you think your defense improved? Do you think it was just the percentages catching up, fatigue? What do you think led to that 0 for 13?
I would hope we made it tougher for them, but some of it is numbers. You're not making every shot. You're going to miss some. And then you hope they miss 13 in a row. At the end of the game, they end up shooting 40% from the game, and that's our goal every game we play. If we hurt a team 40 or below, we should be okay. Now you got to rebound because they're shooting a low percentage. And we'd like to get 20 assists. We had 17.
I think he averaged about 7 points last year. I know you had a lot of offensive firepower on that team, but he's averaging about 19 now. I know it's small sample size. What's the difference offensively?
How about this? You're saying that, Bob, and he ain't taking 20 shots. He's scoring 19 on 10 shots. Today it was 8 for 10. But what he's done is matured. He's in better shape. He's stronger. He's better with the ball because he's stronger. He's a better player. He came to us out of high school, and, I think he was a 3-star player. You stay 2 years, and now you could be a lottery pick? I mean, think about it. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you looked at him his freshman and even his sophomore year physically, you didn't see this. He's grown into his father. His father's got 6'9", and that's his dad. I coached his dad. So I told him, you're growing into your dad.
A lot of steals. You don't necessarily see that from a guy his size. What do you think is the key to that for him?
He reacts. He's in good position, so he can do it. He's a good player. I mean, Boogie's good. We got a bunch of good guys. Chemistry. That's on me to get them to understand how to finish games. You saw we've been working on it. Chemistry means, how about this? Pass it sometimes just to pass. Get rid of it. Just pass. I'm yelling to them, pass it, pass it, pass it, and then play on the other side of the court. Normally, when you're trying to get yours, it comes to you and you're a ball stopper. We're just trying to get them. How about this? Cut. Here's what I said to him. When you're trying to play to expectations and the anxiety of it, you're too critical of yourself, you're too judgmental to yourself, and then you start playing the what-if game. Now you're done. And I told him the easiest way to fight that, whatever is the easiest thing to do without skill in the game of basketball, do that at a real high level. So now I'm going to challenge you. Tell me what those things would be. Easiest thing to do. at a high level, even without skill. Go ahead, say something. Got guys sleeping here? What? No. How about sprint the court? How about dive on the floor for a ball? It doesn't take skill. You're right. Rebounding is more effort than skill. Do those things. Help the helper. Be the guy talking. The more you talk, the more you're not worried about expectations. Then play to your training. Why did you make that play? We've never trained you to make that play. You just did that. Why? Play to your training and then lose yourself in the team. And you don't have to worry about expectations, whether they're on us as a team or whether they're on you as an individual. Very simple. What is the easiest thing that you can do without skill? Do it at a high level. Training, and the last piece, lose yourself in a team. That's what I talk to them about at my house. I'm having to get through to these guys as much mentally because every one of them, they seem to, it's not just my guys. You have guys that feel the weight of the world. I have to do this. I have to make a basket. You can't play that way. You can't play with chemistry that way. You can't get a team together where we're worried about each other if you're not in that mode.
Talking about expectations, Nelly Davis came here as one of the top transfer prospects in the country. It looks like he's struggled a little bit. Just what have you seen from him, and what more do you need to see from him in his role?
Well, he had 6 rebounds and 2 for 3. He's got to be our sniper, okay? He's got to be that. He's physically tough. He got 6 rebounds. What I did with I don't like to mess with guys' shots, not in season. I may say, shoot it straight. I don't care. You elbow me out. I don't care. Just shoot it straight. Make sure the ball goes straight. I may do that. With Nelly, as I watched, I didn't like his arc. So when you were trying to make it, a lot of times you'll shoot it right at that rim because you're just trying to make a shot. You can't shoot. You got to have arc. That Noah machine we have, when he shoots, I'm looking at the machine on there. And I'm telling him, 44, great. 41, get the arc up. 45, 44, great. 45, 44. When he shoots fouls, they're all at 45. But when he's shooting, sometimes they're at 41. His arc's not high enough. That's all I've been telling him. You get the arc there, I'm not worried about it. You're going to make 60%, 50%. So DJ was catching the ball out here. And all I said was, catch it tight. So now you're catching it and it's off. What happens if you catch it here? You catch it here. That's all I said. Catch it tight. He didn't stop. Tight. You're catching it out away from your body. But I'm not changing. I'm just telling them something little. And when they're doing it, you're saying, now it is great. Wait until you play this game. You're going to, because some of it I'm trying to build confidence. But let me explain. If they don't go in the game and demonstrate, my stuff is just words. But if they go in and demonstrate it to themselves, he's right. Wow, I'm good. And that's part of what I have to do with this kind of team. I got a lot of work, folks. I am not a magician. I don't have a magic wand. Poof, they're going to be better. This will take time. But I like the fact that we can guard. We can guard the ball. We're physical enough. You're not going to bowl us over. We got work to do. Our hands are down too much. That's why you get threes. Hands up. We worked for 2 days. We need about 3 weeks. Pick and roll defense a little bit better. We got a lot of stuff that we got to do. And I'm not afraid of it. I mean, I'm a grinder. That's what I do. You know, and let's see us in a month. Let's see us in 2 months. Right now, I know what we are. Frustrates me. Frustrates you. I know. But you know what? These kids fight, and they're good kids. I'm just giving you one thing.